टीव्हीच्या कार्यावळीत तुमका येवकार. आम्ही आयज आसात सैमान नटिल्ल्या पिळण ह्या गावात. हांव समीप नार्वेकार आणि हांव तुमका मातीचे फेस्त या तयारीचा आढावा घेवपा खातीर ही खाशेली कार्यावळ घडोवन हाडल्यात. आमच्या बरोबर आसात गोंयचो फेस्तकार मॉरिस फर्नांडीस. कितलीशी वर्सां जाली मातीचे फेस्त गोंयचे दायज दाखोवपी, मातेकडे ओळख करून दिवपी हे फेस्त घडोवन हाडटात. ह्या फेस्ता बद्दल आम्ही त्यांच्या बरोबर खूप कितें जाणून घेतले. Morris Bob, welcome to our show.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Morris Boss, tell us about Matiche Fest. How you came with the idea and what is the importance and what you like to convey through this fest?
So, Matiche Fest. This year is the International Year of Millets. Yeah, world everywhere. Millets wouldn't be anywhere if we didn't have nothing. So the first thing for us to survive in this world is the soil. So about a year ago, the parish priest of Pilen, Father Derek Fernandez, was looking for me, and I'm always busy doing something. And he found me at the Mango Festival in Kakura Mall. And there he said, I'm from Pilen, and we want a fest because it's 365 years of St. John the Baptist Church anniversary this year. And he wanted something memory to leave. So he asked me, and I knew vaguely that Pilar was the potter's village of Goa. Gomantak Gaon. But today there's not a single potter. So I said to Father straight away, yes, I'll come and Matiche Fest Korea to Jagat, and we will revive the memory. And he goes back next day, comes back to me and says, yes, we'll do the Matiche Fest. And that's how it was born 1 year ago.
Okay, आता कितली वर्षा झाली आता मातीचे फेस्ट करता?
Yeah, so this is only here. So I basically came to Goa in the year 2000 from the UK.
Okay.
And straight away when I came, we started doing all these festivals. But I had to be different because when I came here, people could not think for themselves. They needed money to do events.
Okay.
And I am from Diwar Island. And they're famous for Pondera. So I'm from Samathias. We revived the first Pondera again in Samathias 2000.
Okay.
And it was my first year, so I wasn't sure what was happening. Festival is starting, the chief guest is not come and people are waiting.
Okay.
2 hours, 3 hours, and everybody is patiently waiting. The chief guest didn't turn up. And all chaos. Then I realized next day that I am not going to be part of this system. I have to change the system. So there I started something called no chief guest, no sponsors, no alcohol, no plastics, and no competition among people. Because I found, historic competition first prize jitla, second zogli, this and the whole year people are against each other. So that is the idea. And then the other thing is zero waste. And inclusive. So everybody should be able to come to our fest. In wheelchairs, blind. So every venue that I do, it has to be level. And it has to be accessible for wheelchairs to come in. And it's not only about them coming to your venue, where will they go to the toilet? You have to think about that. All that is in our head when we do our festivals.
Okay, but how you guys changed this whole idea about the Matiche Fest when you took over these celebrations?
So Father invited us to come here to the village. So I told Father, I need accommodation. Because I have to live among the people. So I came here and we are now staying in this village, going to all the vadas. It's a unique vada with no school. A unique vada with no wedding hall. So what happens, people do not know each other. That vada goes to that temple, to that church, so they never meet. There's no wedding venue to meet and there is no school to meet. So these people live here but they don't know each other. So our job was, when we came to this village, is to bring the equot. So we came up with an idea that we'll give each vada to do one dance. And they will cook different foods. And for 15 days we brought them here to practice. So that brought the equot together. The whole village is now together. Now we need to give them skills that will last for a generation. So our festa is about investing in the village. So as you see behind us already, people are doing flags, but it's not plastic flag. These are cloth. And it will be used for the next 10 years. We will put it up all around the village, and then we'll take it out next year, pack in a box, and keep it for next year. Next thing, we need instruments. We don't have money, so we've got people to do coat tours.
Okay.
So about 1,000 coat tours will be made with colors. That will be Amche instruments for everybody.
For Kasaya like it.
Yes, and after that the coat tours will be packed in a box and kept for next year.
Okay.
Yeah, so everything is going to be
Yeah,
recycled.
so we are promoting reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
through festivals.
sharing knowledge. So if you see when we do the huts for our food, everything is going to be made of coconut leaves. Yeah, so we have done over 100 mollahs have been made by the villages. Children, parents, they have learned a skill. And it's going to be green, eco-friendly.
The mollahs now made videos for the huts and all.
Yes.
The villagers were given training for this.
Yes, because we have very old people in Goa, old people, so they have all this knowledge. So that knowledge in Goa has to be transferred to the next generation. And festivals like this give them an opportunity. Yeah, so there are no shortcuts at this fest. Yeah, 15-20 days practices are going on.
Okay.
So now tomorrow the fest, Matiche fest, the theme is agriculture
Okay.
and millets.
Millets.
So when we say agriculture, if you go around this village, there is so many manos, field, shed, everything is here. So that 5 dances we have chosen, and the 5 dances will be portraying the heritage and history of Pillai.
Okay.
So meat is one, salt, there are salt pans.
Okay, okay.
There are musicians, then one group will be about music. Then there's one group that's going to be about the food of this village. So everything is going to be portrayed.
Okay.
Yeah, over 500 people are taking part, dancing, and all are volunteers.
Okay. So if you go back to history, there is a brief history about some plague or pandemic here. So the people from Pilan shifted to Karambulam. Can you shed more light on this?
So 1918, about that time, was the Spanish flu that hit the whole world.
Okay.
And there are claims that over 1 lakh people died in Goa. But in those days, no social media, no phones, WhatsApp, nobody knew. This pandemic was different. Everybody knew we could catch each other. So this whole village, everybody had to flee. And everybody went. So there is a potter's village here, Kumarwado. They all had to leave and go. So from here the Kumars went to a place called Vada Sukur. Now, there are some in Duler, Mapsa, some are in Saipe, and further places. So now if you go to Vada Sukur now, there are potters there. And they carry the names, João Fernandes PN Car. Some other people are call them Pedro Fernandes PN Car. So they carry that name with them. So they are originally from this village. So then there's nobody in this village. Finished. Everybody is gone. A lot of flooding was happening here, waters. So at that time the Portuguese and the elders thought now how to rebuild this village. So they got the Furtado family, 3 families from Karambudi Furtados. Brought them to this village, and they over 2 years built 7 manos. Here. And that manos is the one that is saving no more flooding. But they could not pay those families money, the Portuguese. They gave them a land which is only here. So this land is called Furtado Wado.
Yeah, so whole water belongs to them.
So they are still there. But they are the first people who were brought from Karambuli. So then what they did, you needed workers. So they brought the skilled workers from Karambuli to Pilan. So a lot of them were here. And they've been here for, let's say, 5 years. Then they pray. You know how we pray. Hindus, Muslims, all Catholics are praying. So there must have been a small church here, which there was. Then they brought the statue of Saint John the Baptist from Karambuli. Very unique statue, and they have put it in this church. So both the villages' patron saint is Saint John the Baptist. That is one link. And the second link tomorrow that we're going to unveil is Karambuli has got a world famous lake. Karambuli Lake. And that has been notified by the government as a wetland. And Saule here, there's a lake. Alto Saule Lake. And that has been notified by the government recently as a wetlands. So we, both islands now, have got the same and 2 world famous lakes. So tomorrow we are unveiling that these 2 villages have to work in future. And when we say have to, the people can be on WhatsApp, Instagram, finding out what is your food, what is your pottery, what can we do, and help each other. And it's probably the first ever twinning in Goa of 2 villages.
So if we take a round at the Pilem, there are so many water bodies here, wetlands. Here in front of there's a water body. On that roadside, there water bodies. Is there reviving these water bodies? I know they are properly in dilapidated condition. Is there any plan to revive these water bodies?
Tomorrow is the start. So we cannot blame the government and panchayat because they have already made it. They have notified it as wetlands. So the government has done their job. Now we as villagers have to do our jobs. Everybody. So tomorrow, a highly knowledgeable person from Karamboli, Rajesh Naik, who is very concerned about Karamboli Lake and was involved in helping to revive that lake. He is coming here to tell us what does wetland mean. What are we supposed to do? So that is going to be the start of the process tomorrow to make aware to people. Look, it's a wetland. No garbage has to be thrown. You can grow these things here. You can do that. You know, all that people are not aware. So tomorrow is the start of the process of learning.
So at the beginning of the Matiche Fest, there is something called Heritage Walk.
So tomorrow there will be more than Heritage Walk at 5 in the morning, which is a great Goan tradition. Something called Alvarad. Alvarad means a band, a brass band, goes on the border of the village playing at 5 in the morning, waking up the whole of Pilem, saying Uta, Duta, Ice, Fest, Patsang, Commerce, Uta, Satang, Pisako Sumzai, Atang, Nesumzai, Dang, John Korumzai, and Festa Kosumzai. So that is Alvarad. So that is going to happen tomorrow in this village. So people will be in a bit of shock who's never heard all this. We finish that at 7:30. Everybody comes to church, decoration will be happening. We have to do all the decoration and we all go to the Pasoi. So Fada Pilanchi Pasoi, called Heritage Walk. But it's not just going to be just a walk. We have told people from their vados, they will all be walking to a center point with gumars, guitars, mandos. They'll be singing and coming and meeting at a certain point. And from there, we will all be coming with the brass band, flags, singing, dancing straight to the church venue. And when we reach the church venue tomorrow, there are 5 groups ready to dance. And from there, we all enter the church courtyard with the first program being the first ever Kumot Circle with all percussion instruments.
As you know, the world is celebrating International Year of Millets. You are celebrating, we are included in many fests too. So how do you think to celebrate the International Year of Millets tomorrow at this fest?
So we already started with the first one, which was the Nationality Fest in Mapsa with the Agriculture Department. And in May, I was in England. And there I did 2 millet fests in England. So every fest I'm including millet because it's one of the superfoods of the world. And India should be proud that we have 11 types of millets. People don't know the names. So we know Nashne. Then there's Jua, there is Bajra, there are so many millets and everyone have got health benefits. So tomorrow we are going to be unveiling a very famous but old dish of Goa made of Nashne called Satwa, which is forgotten. And people in Goa now will really being soon to be the capital of diabetes, heart problems. We have to think further. So what we have come up with an idea with Dr. Gwendin Devnalish and Chef Mari, we have come up with a dish tomorrow made of Nashne Satwa with no sugar, no jaggery, no honey. That with sugar plants, sugar leaves, and that now will be healthy and everybody will be able to eat without worrying. So tomorrow is a world premiere of a dish that can be eaten by everybody in the world.
So you are making some rediscover like
it's a vegan food that nobody can say no. Nothing is going to come in your way to say my religion, my caste. This is for everybody, and these are superfoods that in few years the world will capture if we do not use it ourselves.
So how inclusive Matiche Fest, because it's more like a heritage than a religion.
So these are festivals, we are completely secular. We are not interested in your caste, your religion, where you come from. So I don't take sponsors. For 23 years I've not taken anybody's money. People have given us a space. So anybody gives us a space, in there we have to create something. So in this village, this is the best space. Because on one side is the car park, which is flat. The road is there and this flat space. So if you come in a wheelchair, you can come straight in. No steps to climb, nothing. So we use spaces which are for inclusive people. So a lot of them are coming tomorrow for the fest. Yeah. So blind people, we want blind people to come. People with wheelchairs, people with sticks. So everybody is included tomorrow. Yeah. And it's not just saying about included. We have to make them part of our fest. Yeah. So they will come with their gomot, with their kotos, and they'll play. Now the villages. We have managed to get all the youth of the village in this fest. You know, everybody is involved to do something or the other. So we have done a fest, that's okay, but how do we keep it for the future? So we have registered a club called Pilan Art Social Cultural Association. So that club now will take this fest forward into the future. So if they have a club, they have to have a bank account. So what happens if the art and culture gives money, anybody gives money, will go into the account and everything starts better. So everybody knows what's happening. And it gives confidence to the village. We can carry on this fest every year.
Now you say you don't take sponsorship, don't invite any chiefs. How do you manage to get all these things done?
So I am born in, I might look young, but I'm old, and I'm born in the right time. Social media, even Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all sorts of things. And I power my festivals using Facebook. Facebook. So the whole world actually keeps an eye on what I do. So like, tomorrow so many eminent people have called me Ami Yeta. And I tell them Sogle Baba yaar Ami Sogle chief guest. Kon yeta ditla chief guest wala. And we have to take part. This is not a natak theatru. Everybody has to take part. To your Gomot gaye, Kotu gaye, Kidan gaye, and we are all going to sing, dance, and enjoy Goenka performance. We have to enjoy and we have to share knowledge with the next generation.
So how the preparations is going to make the fest?
Fantastic, because we have been living here. I'm grateful to Father Derek to give me a room in the church. Last year we didn't have a place, we were everywhere, and he promised me last year I'm going to give you a room, and he kept his promise. So I've been staying here for 15 days, day and night. There's amazing activities here. People are learning gumots, guitars, composing songs, food is being prepared, everything is happening. And to our good luck, it was supposed to be on 2nd October the 1st. Red warnings, yellow warnings, orange warnings, it had to be cancelled, and it has given us more time to prepare. And in the process, a lot of people, eminent people are coming. So, you know, we are appealing to the government of Goa, art and culture, all the departments, to please come tomorrow, witness a fest that can be done by the crowd, by the people, and we in Goa have got the skill. We can sing, we can dance, we can laugh, we can do everything. So with their support, we want this festival to be a state festival and to be taken forward in the future.
फाल्या दोनांक म्हणटा ते सुरू जाता पुराणा फामाद मातेचे फेस्त. तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी ह्या फेस्ताक येवन फेस्ताचो घोस काढचो, मातेकडे आपली ओळख हे करची, आपले दाज वळखचे अशी आयोजकांची एक इच्छा आसा. फेस्ताची तयारी बरी जोरान चलता. आम्ही ही कव्हरेज आसा मातेच्या फेस्ताची फुल कव्हरेज आम्ही तुमच्या मुखार घेऊन येतले. पळयत रावात गोमंतक टीव्ही.